Time will tell. Patience and grace. Here. I think you can handle what's in your locked room now.
Oh! Bedroom
If you
key.
have any unfinished business, take care of it and meet me on the roof when you're ready.
Okay. But first to my bedroom. Why did I not have this loaded? What's on my mind? What isn't? I don't feel good. Death. There's an odd smell in the building. I miss her. The weight of the world. When it says I miss her, I think it's the cat. I think it's Tonya, but they did refer to someone leaving him in the past as well, so... Desmond, please don't hate me for this. I know you'd say you wouldn't, but I know you. You gave me 4 years of which I am eternally grateful. The time we spent together means the world to me, and I know I did for you as well, despite everything. But, big but coming. But I just can't do it anymore. I want happiness, Desmond. Happiness. I know it can come it comes from a good place, but your overprotectiveness of me and your increasing paranoia about who knows what at the moment are making me crazy and doubtful. So you are so special, so smart, and so loving, but you sometimes can't see past your own emotions and problems, more often than not. How can you be there for me when you're barely able to leave your own head? I sometimes question how you ever ended up choosing a career being there for other people. I love you, Desmond. I'm sorry. Take care of Tonya. Magdalena. That's the first time we've heard a name for someone else in Desmond's life. Desmond's vinyl. Yep, was that the same note? Yep. My dearest Tonya, my heart is heavy with grief. The void you have left behind is unexpected. Words alone cannot describe how sorry I am for my actions. My ignorance of the toxic relationship between the cat and the lily flower has left me a smarter man who feels like a fool. I sit in my office, slipping into memories of you knocking stuff off my table and looking to me for affirmation. Thoughts of you sitting beside me, curiously listening to the troubles of others and helping them by accepting their flaws and letting them pet you. Are and forever will be priceless memories. Thank you, my dear friend, for countless days of playful calm, for reciprocated love, and for choosing me, Desmond. Circumstances of treatment. Patient name, me, age 41. Diagnosis, paradoxically paranoid. Patient is following the good psychological practice of self-analysis. yeah, that's not a good practice. Depends what it is. It can be in certain ways. Patient considered finding a third-party professional, but ultimately decided that this could result in unwanted prying into a past best left alone. Following the death and disappearance of several people under his care, patient has come to seriously question his methods and whether or not he is also at risk. His methods weren't the best. Patient has difficulty reconnecting with the fact that no matter how much he works on himself, it won't bring Magdalena back. Yep. Personal history. Born and raised in Milton Haven, the only child of Jack and Melinda Wales. Undergraduate degree in neurology and semiotics from Pacific State College. Graduated with honours, medical school at Virgil Med, residency at Acheron Falls Medical Center, likes long walks on the beach and being bad at video games. Yeah, I could kind of relate to that. Psychological notes. Patient has doubts about the methodology of his treatment. Is he providing his patients with the best possible professional advice? I personally don't think so. Or is he consciously or subconsciously driving them to self-destruction? Subconsciously to self-destruction, I think. Patient's mind is consumed with worry for his own safety. What if what happened to them will happen to me? Is danger lurking at every corner? Magdalena once told me that I'm incapable of taking care of my own issues since I'm always knee-deep in other people's problems. Assuming she's correct, how do I change that about myself? Should I? Tonya, couch potato Wales. Age 10, human years. Diagnosis. Mind kittenhood trauma stemming from possible abandonment, abnormal levels of laziness that sometimes border on clinical lack of motivation to move and or care about her surroundings. Suspected borderline personality disorder. How can you say that about a cat? Aren't all cats lazy and just lay around all day and not care about what's going on? Circumstances of treatment. Showed up at my door on a rainy night some 9.5 years ago. Wow. Frail and malnourished. Talkative and sweet. She seemed unharmed and that she'd either been lost, forgotten, or thrown out. I decided that since she was kind enough to choose me, I shall take her in and nourish her back to health. Personal history. Somewhat unknown origins. Catatonia displays the kind of regal behaviour that likely links her to a long lineage of royalty dating back to ancient Egypt. Really, Desmond? Using my very best judgment, I'd say she is either a direct descendant of Bestet or the very soul of the feline goddess herself, who has bestowed the honour of care upon yours truly. Wow. He thought a lot of this cat. Psychological notes. Prone to occasional freezing, Tonya will sometimes stand perfectly still, as if it in a catatonic state. She exhibited this behavior often as a kitten and less often as she reached adulthood and relaxed into her surroundings. This demon wizard trapped in a cat's body has definite magic powers. 10 years into our relationship, and I have yet to understand how she can melt my heart and often my mind with a single look of adoration, a single meow. Anything on the TV now? Nope. Nothing on the phone either. We've got rid of Agent Rainbow as well, so there's not going to be any enemies or anything now. Unless I go back into some tapes.
I can listen to songs with this.
I know. What's this one gonna be? Yeah, that's fair. Agent Rainbow singing on this one as well. I reckon there should be a sixth tape for Agent Rainbow. These are good songs. Does this game have different difficulties? I'm not too sure. Because I'm sure other playthroughs I've seen, they struggled so much more than I did there. Of course, Tanya's not in the room to be able to comment on it. So, now we've read all those. Before I go see Tanya, was there any achievements I can get now? I've got 12 achievements. I wasn't sure if that one was while I was in the supermarket or there, which I've got it now, so that's nice. I don't know why that's saying today. I definitely didn't get it today. That one I'll need to go back to get later. That one I'll need to go back as well. Or I could go back and do it now, but it requires doing the whole level again, and that was a pretty long level. That one, I'm pretty sure I've got all of them. But I'm thinking that works on not whether you've picked them all up, but rather whether you've got all the achievements. Of course, that one hasn't triggered, although I got them all. That one I've definitely picked up the gas mask. I don't know why that's not saying done. Yeah, I'll go back and do those in my own time. So, let's go talk to Tanya on the roof.
I wish this ending could have been a happier one.
But
life doesn't work that way. Getting rid of me will be the challenge of a lifetime. You may have won the battle, but you've only saved yourself. Agent Rainbow is still out there, and you are powerless to stop what's coming.
Don't listen to him. He's afraid because he knows exactly what you're capable of.
what am I capable of?
Time will tell. Patience and grace.
So, this is goodbye?
You said goodbye before. I wouldn't lose any sleep on it.
I'm sorry. It was my fault. I should have known.
You did your best. You loved me, and that's all I ever cared about. Besides, I live on. In your head, so that's something.
Thank you, Tanya. For everything.
That's kind of interesting. What Agent Rainbow said just then is actually true. He does live on out there. Does that mean there could be an in-sound mine too?
You're a real cool cat.
This game's only 2 years old, so...
I know.
Typical cat. Yeah, I know. In-sound mine. A game by We Create Stuff. Such a good game. I'm thinking I will definitely go back and replayed that in my own time to get some of the achievements. I don't know why they didn't trigger for this playthrough. And that is quite annoying because a lot of them I did complete in this playthrough. I might even look that up, why they haven't triggered. Hopefully I can just load into the game and replay to some tapes myself, because that way I can take in other things. So when I replayed the supermarket on Saturday, because the achievement said that I didn't have all the pills, I went back in just to check. I did have to replay the level, and I did have to beat Virginia again with the mirrors. I had to find the mirrors, I had to get her to attack the mirrors, I had to redo all the puzzles and everything. But I did have the shotgun, I did have the mask, I did have the pills, I did have all that stuff. So if I can, I will go into the other ones as well from this game save. Just makes it a bit easier. I don't know if I want to be an achievement hunter on stream, so I want to get through the games and have the actual gameplay rather than looking up menus and seeing, okay, that's the achievement I still need to go for, and veer off the path of the story of the game to get the achievements. Which I know I've done in other games, but the intention of those playthroughs were 100%, not necessarily for the achievements. Like my 100% GTA 5 playthrough, none of those achievements actually counted for anything because Epic, I've got the game on Epic, and Epic doesn't track achievements for Grand Theft Auto 5, or didn't at the time. I don't know if it does now. If it does now, it may be something I'll go back to and do in my own time. I'm still annoyed at GTA 5 for how there's some things that you can only do in the game if you've played the original release version of the game. Because I've got it on computer, there's no possible way I could have played the original release version because that was only on consoles. PC version didn't come out until the next gen version came out.
Desmond, can you hear me? Are you in there?
Who's this?
Damn it.
Desmond, you're breathing. Yes. I heard you, man. I heard you in the back of my mind. My goodness, what did you do to this place? Judging by the package on the table, I guess they got to you before I did.
Oh.
Bastards. You'll be all right, my friend. Rest. And when you feel better, we'll take the fight to them.
No. That also kind of makes me think there might be a 2. Because that other person's saying they got to you first, we will take the fight to them. So a second one could be Desmond and this other guy. You might be able to change who you're playing as, and it's them two going through the story to stop Mayor Pharmaceuticals and the government from doing what they're doing. Play animated video. What's that? In partnership with the living something? In Sound Mind. Different logo. Got Tonya. I wish it showed the credits, showed the subtitles here. I do much prefer the radio to get rid of those creatures. Which I only realised once I was back at the building. Not sure if I realised it that day when I was collecting pills. Or was it right at the end of the stream last Thursday?
Abuse. I found a sense of agency. A good excuse to cut loose.
Basically just a video clip to Desmond's record, Desmond's song. Not bad.